Welcome, Leo, to Nine Levels Life Purpose Guidance. I'm here to do your monthly reading for the month of September 20 and 22. This is actually going to be the last reading I'm doing for the zodiac signs for the month of September. So the next one is going to be for October. I haven't decided which sign yet, but the next one is definitely going to be for October. We're going to ending the Virgo season. I think it's gonna end tomorrow, and we're gonna start the Libra season till October 24th. And after that, Scorpio is gonna be the next one. So anyways, Leo, thank you for joining my channel. Please keep in mind this is gonna be a general reading, so it may not resonate with all of you. Take what does and leave the rest. Let's get started. I was pulling some oracle cards as well as affirmation cards, angel cards, and tarot cards for you, Leo. And what I got here, and what you see in the first row, I was using the Earth Magic Oracle cards, and out came the Karma upright, Volcano upright, and Music upright. So let me somehow combine this with the Soul's Journey affirmation cards, where you see happiness in the reverse, service in the reverse, and pride upright. Leo, karma talks about the universal law of cause and effect, right? So how our actions and behaviors are creating our consequences. And with the happiness in reverse, it talks about, I'm aware that being happy means that I'm on the right path. So there's something where you kind of work on something where you have been through a situation, and the situation made you react somehow, and maybe it's the reaction kind of like a volcano. Okay, so bear with me, I'm gonna try to get to the point. But keep in mind, a volcano is not just something what creates new land. So it's kind of like an energy of getting into action and creating something new for yourself. But it's also something unpredictable. So we're also talking about your energies, right? So how do you control a volcano, Leo? You can't. You can't control a volcano. So you can sometimes, in other words, say it wants to remember you when you are having a situation and you feel like you could explode. It also has to do with how do you gonna work through it? How do you put it in the outside world, kind of like say, okay, so the volcano starts inside somewhere where you let's say you got angry, you got frustrated, and these energies are kind of like, could be repressed energies, and boom, one day they're gonna be like an explosion for you in a moment where you can't hold it back anymore. So what helps you, what the Earth Magic Oracle cards want to tell you, is music. It helps you harmonizing your energies so that you not always have to be a volcano, or to get to that point of freaking out what you really don't want. So your goal is like kind of like to have happiness. It also talks about the heart chakra, so your heart's area, kind of like say what your heart wants is happiness. And the service card in the reverse, what talks about I feel good when I can help others, is in the reverse at the moment, because I think you got to work on yourself first, on those energies, to rebalance your energies, to harmonize your energies so that you can help others. Maybe your pride is somehow in the way. It says, I love myself and I see myself in everyone. So with the angel oracle cards, you see it. I was pulling within the next few months, but it came out in the reverse, and also big happy changes. So it's kind of like a time card where it says, look, Leo, work on those energies, work on the consequences, how to deal with consequences, how to deal with certain energies, and how to harmonize those energies so that you can have happiness and the service you want to provide for others and yourself in your life. And that's maybe a period of a few months, what it takes you to get the big happy changes. Let me show you the tarot cards and then we're gonna go more into detail. Let's get started with the first card I was pulling for you, Leo. That's the Two of Swords upright, what talks about balancing out your mind. It's kind of like an inner searching. It talks about meditation, finding the truth and the meaning of what you must do and how to move forward. So you're taking time for yourself, that you can listen to yourself and to kind of like sort out your thoughts, your thinking. And you kind of like maybe do that in the form of a Hierophant. So you see the Hierophant is in the reverse, what can mean like you are being your own teacher. You look inside, you look to yourself, and you are learning your own lessons. Like maybe it can also talk about, when we were talking about the Karma card, that you are trying to understand how everything works together, how everything, the cause and effect of having then consequences is gonna be beneficial for you. So don't see karma in a negative way. It is kind of like a push, the divine is always trying to show and teach us to be a better version of ourselves. That's the universal goal of our life soul's purpose. So with the Hierophant in the reverse, it can talk about, as I said, being your own teacher, but it can also talk about having a religious power somehow around you and the abuse and the control of people. It shows, or it can show rejection. So maybe like there were beliefs placed up on you, and you've decided you want to go and follow your own path instead of like some strict cultures out there. With the Page of Swords upright, it's the sharpest mind of the deck. So it talks about having a clear observation, like a detective mindset. Like kind of like being able to read between the lines. And with the Six of Pentacles upright, it is an idea of like wealth, and you see two beggars. They're receiving something from a man holding a scale. It can indicate maybe you're gonna receive, or you're expecting money from the government. Maybe you get support from the government, or it has to do with the law involved. It can also be a person who is giving money, but it also has a feeling of power and control within it. So the number 6 stays for separation and hierarchy. So it can have also an effect. And how should I put it? Maybe that's the reason why there is the volcano, or the energy of a volcano you are working on. It can also talk about, with the Ace of Wands, about a spark of desire, ideas. It is the beginning of the element fire. So the beginning of passion and career, in your job, in spirituality and love. So it talks about a spark between people. But you also have the Three of Swords in the reverse. So it is a sign or a card what talks about that you moved past an issue that caused you much pain in the past. It is an energy of feeling free, or you want to go towards of that feeling free to probably get your happiness back, right? You remember it was in the reverse. So with the Three of Wands, It is taking plans into action, like creativity and collaboration with others. Can talk about business partnerships. So about plans are hatched, and so you made already good effort. It is also a card what says there are still adjustments to make in the future. With the King of Swords, it's the energy air. It's the masculine expression of the element air. It talks about being intellect, analytical, tactical. So the energy of the King of Swords is kind of like an energy what helps you to meet your deadlines or to finish projects. He can also represent a big boss or a father figure you're dealing with. Um, so like kind of like a person of authority. With the Two of Cups in the reverse, it is a feeling and an energy of feeling lost and alone, closed off to others. It might can also be show you, or it shows better to me, that when you have that feeling of like, you could explode, you don't want to share that feeling or that energy with others. So you kind of like taking your service back, not to hurt anybody else. So you kind of like in that mode, let me deal with myself first, let me figure out those energies, and then we can talk, kind of like that. So with the Two of Cups in the reverse, it is kind of like a energy of unwilling to share valuable feelings with others at the moment. With the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, which is also a major arcana besides the Devil and the Hierophant, well, it is it is the same with the volcano. It is kind of like, you want to control something in an uncontrollable world. It's a challenge, Leo. It is, a feeling of life falls apart. You unable to manage your schedule. So you kind of like, you need to take a time out to realign your points of view. With the Queen of Wands in the reverse, this could be you, this could be another person. It can talk about jealousy, sabotaging situations, an energy of negativity and bitterness, or unable to take responsibility for one action or blaming others instead of. So wanting to have it all the attention, or like, it also says instead of having all the attention towards you, you should share the attention. With the Devil upright, which is a major arcana and the last card for you here, it talks about fear and corruption. It can talk also about your own shadow self, and I think that's more like what it means here in the spread for you, Leo, that you are working on your shadow sides and the repressed desires you have. Having the guts and the bravery to shine light into our own negativity. And this would truly set you free, Leo. This would truly set you free and make you able to walk further your life purpose. So take an honest look at yourself. Set yourself free from destructive behaviors, addictions, obsession, if it's you or other people around you. So don't waste time and energy of like controlling others, and work on your ego or the other person you're dealing with. All right, Leo, I hope this video helped you. I hope you like it. Please give it a like and subscribe to my channel, and I see you in the next month. Bye, Leo.